Welcome in Big Ten today on a Thursday. We are presented by Gatorade. I'm Dave Revson. Big day here on the network. We are announcing the volleyball schedule for this coming school year. Remember, a year of change in the Big Ten. The announcement last month of a postseason volleyball tournament for the first time ever. That necessitating some changes in the schedule. Let's get to those. That is our big story. As a result of that, the regular season going from 20 to 17 matches, it means everyone will play everyone else one time. As always, the conference has put a ton of thought and effort into making the travel efficient. Each Pacific Conference school heads to the Eastern and Central time zones either 3 or 4 times and plays 2 matches with each trip. The Eastern and Central time zone schools head west once for 2 matches. Split weekends, where a school plays a home match and an away match, have also been minimized. No more than 4 of those per school. By definition, some schools have 9 home conference matches, while some have 8. Everyone who has 8 this year has 9 next year, and the home and away opponents will also flip next season. With that, let's dip into some scheduling highlights. Conference play starts Thursday, the 24th of September. That first night includes 2 matchups of NCAA tourney teams from last year in Oregon and Wisconsin, who of course made the Final Four, and UCLA and Indiana. Minnesota, Sweet 16 team from last year, plays on night 1 as well. Penn State and Michigan, 2 tourney teams, the following night. The Badgers get Purdue in West Lafayette on that Sunday as well. Minnesota coach Keegan Cook was on the subcommittee that helped determine the scheduling format. He joins us now. Coach, a lot of moving parts here. Give us a sense for all of the considerations that went into the schedule that we're unveiling here today.
Oh, man. Lots of considerations, lots of opinions, but I think the guiding factor is always just the student athletes, right? And what their day-to-day looks like, both academically, athletically, and the quality of volleyball that they're able to play, given the schedule that you put in front of them. And I'm really happy with where we landed.
How big of a challenge is it to fit all this together?
Oh man, depends how many people you let in the room. No, it's a huge challenge, and it's probably been a 2-year process, honestly. And I just commend the Big Ten for being open-minded, being solution-oriented, giving us options, bringing us back to the table again and again to finally land in a good spot. And so there's so many aspects to this schedule that I'm excited to talk about, from the change in the number of Wednesday matches to the overall decrease in compression to ending things with a bang with the conference tournament for the first time.
Yeah, I want to get into the conference tournament. I mean, you think about Big Ten volleyball, led the nation in attendance every year since 2007. So we're talking nearly 2 decades. The 9 most watched college volleyball games of all time, 8 of them have involved the Big Ten. So to say there is interest would be an understatement. What does it mean to be able to showcase the league in a conference tournament for the first time?
Oh man, you try and think about what it's like from the student athlete's perspective, walking into that building and seeing those fan bases and what it feels like to play in a single elimination tournament, to get you ready, and it just gets you jazzed, gets you up in the morning. So I don't know, I just what it can become, and I appreciate the fact that we'll be at a great site here in year 1, and we'll see how it moves around from year to year. But just the feeling of those fans being in that building, watching those matches, I know what the student athletes and coaches will do once they get into that building, and the quality of volleyball that they'll put on the floor. It'll be like nothing else in the country for sure.
There's so many amazing things happening around the sport. We got the Big Ten SEC Challenge really early in the year. That includes 2 matches at Wrigley Field, which is going to be amazing. There are some other showcase events, including one with your team, which we'll get to in a minute. But just kind of big picture, to see the excitement that this sport is generating nationwide with your passion and all the time that you put into it, what does it mean to you?
Well, it's a byproduct of 20 years of doing this, and you want to make sure you're doing right by the people who came before you, that you're continuing to push the sport forward. I think women's sports in general are exploding, and we want volleyball to ride that wave, and we've got a responsibility to make sure that we're sitting in all the meetings, whether they're exciting or not, and that we're pushing the powers that be to give our student athletes something new and something bigger than it was the year before. And there's a lot of groups that are a part of that, but the Big Ten is leading it.
Well, we've got you here. I do want to talk about your team. A great year last year, Sweet 16, despite a ton of injuries. Give me a sense for what you're expecting from the Gophers this year.
Oh, I think a little more consistency, right? You talk about by the time we got to the second week of conference, we had 5 tremendous freshmen on the floor who were learning on the fly and had some big moments, big wins over Purdue and Penn State, and but also some tough matches where we had a hard time being consistent and showing up. So what I expect from that group of, I mean, they feel a lot older than sophomores, is just a lot more consistency night in and night out. But we're in a place where we can have stories like that. We can meet adversity and be more than just that moment, and that's what happens when you get some things in place. And after 3 years here, we feel like we've got some pillars in place.
We unveiled that schedule today. I do want to ask you about what I see as a real scheduling highlight for your team. You're playing at the Sanford Pentagon really early on in the season in your opener. That's just an amazing venue. What excites you the most? We're looking at your Big Ten schedule here from a scheduling point of view as you come into this year.
I mean, we're jumping into things as fast as we ever have in terms of our first 5 opponents. Like you mentioned, opening up with Creighton and Arizona State, and flowing right into the Big Ten SEC Challenge with Florida and Auburn, and then our home opener with Miami. So just not dipping our toes here this time around. We're jumping into it full speed. We'll have an exhibition at Texas and an exhibition at Iowa State. So we're not waiting to get things rolling. We're jumping right away.
Well, Keegan Cook, looking forward to seeing your team this coming year. Enjoy what is left of the off season, and we really appreciate you spending some time, both to shed light on your team as well as scheduling writ large. Really helpful. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Let's dive back into that schedule. October starts with a bang. October 1st, a huge day. The lone meeting between Nebraska and Penn State, 2 powerhouse programs. That one's in State College. Indiana, Wisconsin that day as well. 9 days later, the Badgers go to Lincoln, always highly anticipated. USC's been in the last 4 NCAA tourneys. They welcome Wisconsin on the 30th, and then Halloween sees Purdue in State College. Remember, the October weekday games, those are Wednesday through Friday, are part of the Discover Volleyball Challenge. It's season 2 of that. 5 matches for every school. Team with the highest win total earns a trophy and some bragging rights. Already mentioned some of those big matchups. Remember, Nebraska won the inaugural challenge last year with a perfect 5-0 mark. November sees Keegan Cook's Gophers hosting Penn State on the 6th. Nebraska's West Coast trip is the 7th and the 8th against the Ducks and the Huskies. Big Penn State-Wisconsin clash in Madison on the 8th as well. Some great rivalries to end the regular season. Minnesota at Nebraska, Purdue at Indiana, USC at UCLA. Every team plays a game in its region of the country immediately preceding the Big Ten tournament, and that first ever conference tourney runs November 20th through the 25th in Fishers, Indiana, suburban Indianapolis.